From the campus of Fort Hays State University, this is KFHS News. Your award-winning news begins now.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Tiffany Heinzen.
And I'm Greg Rogers. In our opening story tonight, TMN's Nick Budd took a closer look at the recently completed Schmidt-Bickel practice facilities.
August 24th, 2013, a new era began here at Fort Hays State. The Bickles and the Schmidts, both longtime donors to the university, helped to open the latest campus building on the Fort Hays State campus, a state-of-the-art training facility that every sports team here at the university will benefit from with their own last name on it. The only school within the MIAA that has anything comparable to this facility is Missouri Western, who currently hosts the Kansas City Chiefs training camp every August. Head football coach Chris Brown was able to comment about the training facility and how it will help his team throughout their training process.
Because now you can do football year-round. There's going to be some times where you can't have a football, obviously, and do some things, but there's still things you can do to make yourself a better player. And it's going to allow our guys to do 7-on-7 year-round if they need to, through December and in January and in February when it's cold, and it's going to allow us to do some different things as well with our spring training.
The facility comes with plenty of amenities for the athletic department. The centerpiece of the complex is a 50-yard multi-purpose training field. A brand new state-of-the-art weight room, batting cages, and a 3-lane track are also included in the multi-million-dollar project. Brown was also able to comment on how this crystal gem will help out during the recruiting process.
As a recruit come in, there's not many programs that have those. I think there's us and there's Mo West, and that's it. But to a kid coming in, I think when you see the weight room and you see our indoor, the turf itself and our meeting room, you just know it's a good place to come and a place where you're going to get the most potential and become the best football player that you're going to be.
The field at Lewis Field Stadium also took a facelift over the summer. A brand new artificial turf was installed over the summer, complete with the Tiger logo as its centerpiece. The overall project took just about a year to complete, and all of the Tiger athletes will benefit from the new project. For the Tiger Media Network, I'm Nick Budd.
The new facility is currently being used by all of the athletic teams at Fort Hays State. Thanks, Nick.
Over 300 fifth grade students converged today on the Fort Hays campus to participate in the annual Ben Franklin Papers Educational Day. The event was sponsored by the American Democracy Project. A part of the event was to display 2 handwritten letters from Franklin and 2 original pages of the Pennsylvania Gazette. The fifth grade students were guided through stations where they learned about Franklin through various methods by members of the Social Studies Methods course taught by Sue Boldra. The students were also served refreshments by the Daughters of the American Revolution.
In some good news for the students of McMindus Hall, the Kansas Department of Agriculture completed a follow-up inspection of the dining facility this week and found only 1 facility violation. The inspection had been prompted by an inspection earlier this month in which several violations had been noted. Adam McMiller, Director of Dining Services, said no students were ever in danger.
Students from the Meetings, Conventions, and Events Management class will host a dog wash this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on the Custer Hall lawn at Fort Hays State University. The fundraiser will benefit the Friends of the Hays Dog Park, which plans to build a dog park near the Bickel-Schmidt Sports Complex. This will be a free will donation event.
The Women's Leadership Project made it rain today on the Fort Hays State campus as students stopped by their table in the Memorial Union to pledge to end sexual assault. RAIN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, is an organization that spreads awareness of these issues to students across the country. This year, WLP is introducing Rain Day to Fort Hays State to motivate students, but also in preparation for the Red Flag campaign, which will occur next month. According to the WLP, college students are more likely to be sexually assaulted than any other age group. Look for the presence of rain across campus throughout the month of October.
This week, Greek Life at Fort Hays State is teaming up to raise awareness for Hazing Prevention Week. Hazing Prevention Week is a reminder for all organizations to make smart decisions and avoid harming students or others in the act of hazing. Activities that are sponsored by Greek Life include a pledge banner on which students can pledge to stop and prevent any hazing. There will be a vine contest where students who participate will try to make the best vine in a PSA format, explaining the dangers of hazing. The winner will have their vine displayed across Fort Hays State University campus. Dr. Ed Stano, longtime Fort Hays State Professor of Education, announced last week a pledge of $1 million to the Fort Hays State University Foundation. The gift is to be used primarily for athletic scholarships. Steno met with Dr. Edward Hammond last week to officially confirm the gift. Steno said he has been truly blessed, and when considering who should receive the gift, he said Fort Hays State emerged at the top of his list, especially because he and Donna wanted to assist young people. Accordingly, the majority of the gift from the Stenos will be used for scholarships. The Steno family was honored at halftime of the football game last Saturday.
At 7:30 tonight, the Hispanic American Leadership Organization will be hosting Salsa Magic, an interactive Latin dance party with Lee El Gringuito and Kat Lagata. The pairs performed around the world with a one-of-a-kind college-themed dance party. The event will be held in the Memorial Union Ballroom until 9:30 p.m.
Fort Hays State has been invited to the dedication of the new Heather Hall next Saturday. This ceremony and ribbon cutting will take place at 11 a.m. at the southeast corner of the building, followed by a tour and refreshments. The building will be dedicated in honor of the late Jack Heather, who joined the Fort Hays State faculty in 1950 to develop KFHS radio. He retired in 1988 and passed away in 2011. The building that currently houses the informatics department was formerly named Heather Hall, but is now the Center for Media Studies. So Grant, I think it's so great that this building is here for all the incoming students. We definitely need more housing on campus. What are your thoughts about it?
Well, I think it's absolutely wonderful, yes, that we get to that we're able to keep more students on campus, but it's also a wonderful reminder and a great way to pay homage to such a great man as Jack Heather. I mean, I know I never got to meet him, but from the stories I've heard, he was quite a wonderful, swell guy, and I can't think of anything better.
I agree. I think it's a great honor and a great way to honor a great man. Thanks so much, and stay tuned next for sports with CD DeSalvo.
So what do you do in class today?
I do. So where are we going?
Uptown Club.
Cool. Watch out!
Next time you think about drinking and driving, imagine this being your family. This is Officer Augustine with the Hays Police Department.
The human hand is a breeding ground for germs. The best way to stop germs from spreading is by washing your hands regularly. Some of the best times to wash your hands are after playing outside, after using the bathroom, and after coughing or sneezing. When washing your hands, use warm water and soap. Wash them for about 15 to 20 seconds. Keep the germs from spreading and wash your hands regularly.
In the Media Studies Department at Fort Hays State University, opportunities are there for the taking. Media Studies students are taught the abilities and skills needed to succeed in collegiate and professional life. Within the department, students are able to learn, develop, and perfect their skills by producing award-winning shows and broadcasting live on radio. With a hands-on experience available, the Media Studies Department offers students the experience for their future today.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm CD DeSalvo. The Fort Hays State volleyball team came up short on Tuesday night, taking on the Griffins of Missouri Western. The Lady Tigers lost the first two sets by scores of 25-22 and 25-20 before grabbing the victory in the third set, 25-21. To force a fourth, Fort Hays State started the fourth set slow but crawled within 2 points 6 times before 3 straight kills from the Griffins ended the match. Taylor Mares led the team in kills for the Tigers with 13, while Jenna Orwich had a team-high 5 blocks to go with her 7 kills. The Lady Tigers fall to 0-9 on the season and 0-4 in the MIAA. The Fort Hays State women's soccer team used their strengths on defense to snag a 2-1 win over Bethany College on Tuesday night at the FHSU soccer stadium. The Lady Tigers jumped on the Swedes in the first period when Danny Harris scored her 2nd goal of the season at the 23-21 mark. Coming out of halftime, sophomore midfielder Kylie Loneker threw a perfect inbounds pass to Sinata Guzman, who knocked one in with a bicycle kick. Bethany wouldn't score until the 64th minute and Fort Hays State was able to pull out the 2-1 victory. The Lady Tigers improved to 3-5 on the year and 0-2 in the MIAA conference. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for Fort Hays State athletics. Tonight, the men's soccer team is on the road taking on conference opponent Northeastern State at 7 p.m. They will then travel to Arkansas on Saturday to face off against Harding at 1 p.m. The women's soccer team will be at home tomorrow night, putting their 3-5 record on the line against Missouri Southern at 7 p.m. They will pack up and travel to Wichita on Sunday to take on Newman at 2 p.m. The Fort Hays volleyball team will be looking to steal their first win of the year on Saturday as they will be taking on Northwest Missouri State at home with the match starting at 3 p.m. Both men's and women's cross-country teams will travel to the Hornet Invitational in Emporia tomorrow starting at 5 p.m. And the Tiger football team will be searching for their first win of the season on Saturday as they travel to St. Joseph, Missouri to play the Missouri Western Griffins at 6 p.m. Well, guys, how about that weather out there? Fall has officially started, but I'm still wearing shorts to class, and it's pretty nice.
It is. It's so nice out. It's amazing. I hope the 70-degree weather sticks around for a while, though, before it turns cold winter.
I swear, it's really weird how it gets. You know, the fall, how it's supposed to be cold, yet it's not right now. I mean, I love it, and I see that everybody else is still wearing shorts. I mean, it's just a grand, wonderful time.
That just means winter's going to be that much colder.
Oh, I hope not.
Let's hope not. Well, thanks for tuning in to KFHS News on the Tiger Media Network, and be sure to stay tuned for SGA Live at 7. For everyone here at KFHS, good night, everyone.